Well, welcome back this afternoon to ShopNBC. My name is Kendy. We are going to take a little bit of a historic journey way back when to when Swiss watchmaking was in its infancy, because that's when Max Stuhrling began his journey as a master watchmaker. And thank goodness he did, because many, many years later, we still get to enjoy the great Stuhrling brand. Now, what I love about this watch company is that it's incredibly innovative. They incorporate not only incredible quality, but they also incorporate great style. And we have a very special guest. Larry's going to be joining us in a few short minutes, but let me preview some of the highlights in this hour first for you. Coming up a little bit later in this hour, we're going to be making available our Gents Milano. I love the look of this. It's the Milano Piazza. Boy, I feel like I should be sitting and sipping coffee in a cafe when I say that. It's a chronograph watch, and it is anniversary priced today. Brand new today, by the way. In fact, I give you a choice of either the black, the blue, or the brown. And that, again, is anniversary priced at $130.16, or 3 easy monthly interest-free value payments of $43 and change per month. Also in this hour, it's our Raven XP sports watch. I love this, you know, for the college grad, for the dad on Dad's Day, for anyone who loves that sporty look. We have an anniversary price of $100.12, and we're also extending 4 easy monthly interest-free value payments. Boy, look at this anniversary pricing today. And coming up toward the very, very tail end of this hour, one class act in Stuhrling's original Phoenix chronograph. We do have available the black, the rose tone, or the silver tone. I'm talking about, of course, the material done in the bezel. Check this out. Not only the lowest price ever by far, a $500 watch for $159. I'm liking that, but also 5 easy monthly interest-free value payments. Well, Larry Magen is here, the president of North American operations for Stuhrling. He's here to share with you, of course, the wonderful history behind the Stuhrling brand, and of course, the incredible quality, because you're looking at timepieces here that are not just great to look at. There's some great fashion style here, but these are really built to last.
Oh, without a doubt. It's all Swiss engineering. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's great to be here, of course, with you, Kendy. Thank you for the great response this morning, and absolutely they're built to last. It's all about respect for the art and tradition of the Swiss watchmaking legend, and that's what we're all about. And as we get into each piece and we talk about the make of every single watch, you'll see exactly what we're talking about.
And happy anniversary, by the way.
Absolutely. This is the anniversary of our 1-year anniversary of our return to ShopNBC, because we've actually been here for more than 6 years.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about that. But at any rate,
you know,
it's a re-anniversary.
We took a diversion for a couple of years.
It's a re-anniversary.
Yes, it is.
Don't you like that? All right. Well,
any excuse to just slash prices, but no, it's great to be back.
And to offer you great values. Now, this we're really going to dedicate to the ladies. It's the ladies' Daphne strap watch. It is elegant. It is sophisticated. We are honoring today an anniversary price that is so inviting, $67.56. And the beauty is, we at ShopNBC are extending value pays. That means that we can ship the watch out to you tomorrow. You can be wearing it in a week, and then have the next 4 months, March, April, May, and June, to pay this off interest-free at $16.89 a month. Now, if you'll notice at the very, very bottom, we are also, for this airing, reducing shipping and handling. So we're doing all that we can to really bring this to you at a great value. And in fact, we've never been able to offer value pays like this on this particular timepiece. We have the gold tone, which features the white strap. We have the rose tone, which features the delightful pink strap. And of course, that silver tone, which is your stainless steel in that red hot red. I love the fashion. I love the style. I love the design of this piece.
Well, this is fabulous. This is a new piece for us. And you mentioned this particular one you're putting on your wrist, Kendy, the gold tone with the white strap. This is actually like a light gray silvery strap if you take a real close look at it. From a distance, it looks white. But what's so unique about the Daphne, and this is a super value here, and it's from our Romance collection. Number one, it's a mother of pearl dial, and we do quite a few watches with mother of pearl. However, this is the only one that we've ever done in a two-tone mother of pearl. If you take a look, and it's a special process that has to go through 2 steps. If you take a look at the part, the section of the mother of pearl inside those hearts, those beautiful fancy shaped hearts, you notice how it's got like a chiffon, a lemon yellowy kind of pastel yellow coming out of those hearts. Well, this is all one piece of mother of pearl, and as you refract the light, you'll see the blues and the greens and the reds just popping off of that mother of pearl. But a two-tone, a special dyeing process just for that part of it. It's fabulous. The only time we've ever done it, and it's in a solid 316L surgical grade stainless steel case, which is very, very important because many times, and particularly when you're talking about a price point like this,
right,
under $100, you think, well, these are, quote, fashion watches. And they're basically fashion watches. They use cast cases where they make a mold and they pour, and in one press they can literally make 200 or 300 cases. That's not the case here. Every one of these watch cases is literally being blanked out of a solid bar of steel. They have to heat it up till it's red hot, and that's the difference. When you get it home and you feel the weight and the significance, these are solid stainless steel cases. They're not cast cases, and that's important to notice. Also, another little touch that's very minor, once you develop a trained eye for looking at these things, you start to recognize certain facts. But this is not a flat crystal. It's a slightly domed crystal. That is actually more expensive to do, and certainly not something you would expect to find at this price point. It would have been half the price on the crystal to just do a flat crystal.
And talk to us about your crystal. It is the Cristerna crystal, strong, durable, and scratch resistant all at the same time, right?
Absolutely. It's Cristerna crystal is a proprietary trademark name of Stuhrling Original. We were so thrilled to be involved with the development of this a little over 4 years ago. It was us and a few other watch companies, but it's proprietary to Stuhrling Original. It comes from the eyewear industry, what eyeglasses are made from, and it has proven to be the most shatter-resistant crystal material in the entire watch industry. It actually has more strength over a spread surface area than sapphire.
Wow.
So you're not going to break it. Ladies, if you're a little bit hard on your watches or whatever, you're not going to break this. As far as scratch resistancy, it's much more scratch resistant than a mineral crystal. So you're getting the best of both worlds, the most shatter resistant crystal. But look at the beauty of the watch. If you see these fancy Arabic numerals at 12, 3, 6, and 9 with the beautiful kind of feminine way they're put on there, those are actually applied to the mother of pearl with little pegs that are on the back of the, it's a separate piece, and it's on the back and it goes through the dial and it's sealed on the other side of the mother of pearl. They're not just glued on there or printed on there. So you're really getting, and the strap itself is genuine French leather and it's got a satin twill cover.
Beautiful.
So you're really getting all the touch points here. Absolutely, and you're getting all the touch points here, and at $16 value pay, it's fabulous, and I hope all the ladies will take advantage of this.
You know what you really have to consider is not just the materials used. You really have to consider the time and the effort that it takes to actually create this piece, because much of what you're looking at is completely executed by hand. The quality of the mother of pearl is beyond belief. It's almost a cursive or a script style of numeration that just glides so gracefully over that mother of pearl. And again, that has to be completely executed by hand. This is a timepiece with great quality, great elements under the hood, great elements on top of the hood. And I'll tell you what, the value today is absolutely superb. So now let's think. Who are the special ladies in your life that you want to say a big I love you to with those hearts? Who are the women in your life you want to show your appreciation to? Maybe it's your bridesmaids. I cannot think of a more perfect bridesmaid gift with those hearts. Maybe you're looking for a gift for the daughter who's graduating or the granddaughter who has First Communion upcoming. Maybe you're looking for that ideal I love you to that beautiful wife on your upcoming anniversary. How about Mother's Day? Mother's Day is just around the corner. And I'm thinking this pink belongs in an Easter basket on Easter Sunday morning.
Well, the pink one, what I like about the pink, it's a baby pink, but it's in the rose gold case. And every time I see rose gold, especially on the ladies' timepieces, it gives me kind of a vintage feel, kind of that, retro deco period of the 40s.
You also think cha-ching, don't you, with rose gold?
What do you mean cha-ching?
Well, when you think about the timepieces that are out there in the world that are like 10 grand, 15 grand, they're like almost all in rose gold. I mean, you think really it's an elevated standard. Whether you're talking about a timepiece or just, couture gold in general.
Absolutely. And by the way, we do use 16-karat rose gold layering on the stainless steel case. Now, we used to use 14, but we made that change about 2.5, 3 years ago where we upped it a little bit because it's a little less copper. The more copper you put in there, the more red that it gets. And so it's a little warmer color, if you notice that. And on the yellow gold, we're using 23-karat yellow gold layering on top of 316L stainless steel.
Beautiful.
So it's a fabulous opportunity. I hope everybody takes advantage of it.
Well, do take advantage of the very special anniversary pricing on this piece. In addition to the reduced shipping And wow, $16.89 gets it home interest-free. What that will allow you to do, actually, is order 4 of these. Do you know if you order 4 of these today, we'll ship them all to you for $67.56. Not bad at all. Well, coming up a little bit later in this hour, the Cuvette 44 Automatic. This visit only, holy cow.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
$113.47. But did you see what's right beneath the overall price? We have never, ever, ever before offered 6 value pays on this timepiece. I mean, typically we offer 6 value pays in All-Star event, which is twice a year, and on our top values. The likelihood of you ever seeing 6 value pays again, I'll just say this, it's unlikely. You choose the black silver tone, the gray silver tone, the silver tone gold tone, or the silver tone rose tone. We'll point those out a little bit later. And guess what's selling out? As we knew it would, it's the Phoenix, and this is coming up toward the tail end of this hour. And of course, in addition to the lowest price ever by far, we're offering 5 easy monthly. I'm just kind of blown away by these value pays right
we've
here.
really gone all out with the anniversary pricing and the value pays, and we're excited about it. It gives everybody a chance. You know, I heard once somewhere where somebody said, everything on the table is a must.
That was last hour, was it not?
It really was. I was watching you in the...
You were listening. You're
absolutely.
good.
So
well,
everything in the show is a must. If it's that simple, then here we go, you know.
And you know, we all have enough people in our life that we need to gift, right? Well, this happens to be not only the spotlight item of the hour, but it's also, I'm going to call it my pick. And yes, this is technically a gent's watch. Ladies, forget that I even said that and just get it for yourself. This is the one that I would choose for me. But I like the larger dials. I love color. And ladies, if you love color, this one's for you. Ladies, if you want to introduce your gentleman to color, and by that I mean, you know, most guys stick pretty safe. So, I mean, for them, blue might be color. But either way you go, I do need to let you know that this is featuring a very special anniversary price. In addition to that, we have extended the value pays to 5 full months. $17.68 gets it home. It's our Uptown Aussie. V90304 is the item number. And just a real quick warning on this. We have no more than 100 of each of these available. This launched in July. Not only might this be the last time you see it, but I can't imagine that we can reproduce this value.
This is incredible. Now, we've had the Uptown Aussie here before. This is a signature piece for us, and we're going to talk all about it, but this is by far the lowest price that we ever have offered it at. I think we had it at $105 before, but at All-Star. But here it is with the anniversary pricing and the 5 value pays. This is a fantastic piece. Now, you talk about guys not necessarily being into color. I might take a little bit of an exception to that, because this look that we're seeing on your wrist right now, Kendy, this is a very high-end, expensive look where, you know, there are some manufacturers out there, very high-end Swiss manufacturers, I might add, that are selling this look for literally $20,000 and up. And when you first look at it, you think, okay, it looks like a toy. It looks like a kid's watch with these rainbow numerals. And that's what you would think. But this is a look that's seen in the boardrooms. This is a look that is seen with the most expensive of suits and everything else. There is nothing, I don't know, not manly or whatever about, you know, the color. And a lot of manufacturers have been recreating this look, and everybody puts their own spin. But I think what makes it so special for us, the way Stuhrling has done it, is we've used jewel tones. Now, I've seen the same piece with earth tones and pastels and things like this, but we're using the jewel tone colors on the numerals, which really do pop. And then we've put our typical Stuhrling touches on this with the guilloche soleil pattern on the dial. Well, if the guys come in really tight, you'll see that deep impression. Our yield loss ratio on manufacturing our dials, they're all made one at a time. Okay, we use vintage German machines, is 1 to 2. We literally throw away 2 dials for every dial that makes it into a watch. All these numerals, at this price you would never expect, but all these Arabic numerals are individually applied to this dial. They're separate pieces. They're sealed on the backside. These are not printed. They're not embossed onto the dial. They're actually separate pieces that are hand applied. You have a Swiss quartz movement. Look at this, a curved top side. See that curved crystal on top? Okay, that's much more expensive to do than a flat crystal, okay? You see the curvature. There's nothing inexpensive about this watch. It's got a Swiss engine, and it is fun. It's the Uptown Aussie. It's a signature piece. Everybody watching the show, listen to the right voices, and you'll make the right choices. Hear what I'm telling you right now. Get at least one of these, if not all 3, and then decide which one you're going to keep and who gets the other ones, because this will become an everyday timepiece for you. And like you said so well, Kendy, Ladies love this timepiece because it literally goes from from one end of the wrist to the other. It's an easy read, and it is fabulous. The nice perforated, genuine leather strap that we have on here gives it a little bit of a different flavor. Now, the one you're holding in your hand is kind of a new execution for us. It actually is a lavender strap. We used to, do one that was more of a royal blue, and, we still do make that one as well. But the lavender, I think, is really, gives it kind of a royal, a little bit of a royal feel to it. And I love this piece, and it's a big, big piece for Stuhrling Original.
Yeah, it's like a very vibrant, almost a periwinkle shade. It's very, very rich. It's very vibrant, genuine leather, and I love the perforated detail on this. It's a little more difficult to pick up on TV. In person, it's a great look. Ladies, please consider this, and I'll be honest with you, I have a tiny wrist. If you measure my wrist around at 6 inches, I normally wear 6.5 or 7-inch bracelets. And this is, and I think the reason why it works so wonderfully is because even though that case is significant in size, it is a very low profile piece. There are a lot of timepieces out there that are about this thick today. It's very low profile, it's very wearable, it's very elegant, and I think when women wear larger timepieces like this, it says something about their confidence level.
Well, absolutely, and I want to point, what I want to point out here about this, the fact when I say it's a signature piece and everything for us, is for the anniversary, I don't want anybody to think out there that, well, we're bringing out goods and that we're trying to clear the warehouse or clearance, and we're trying to cut prices. No, this is a signature piece for us. This is not something that we're trying to, we figured, we're going to do an anniversary show. We made it almost like an all-star show. If you look at the lineup of watches we have, these are all major winners for us, major players here at reduced prices. Do not be fooled by the price. Now, going to your point that you just so well made, Kendy, and we're seeing the blue dial here on my wrist with the periwinkle blue strap. Beautiful call on that color, by the way. Fabulous. But what I was going to say is about women wearing these men's watches. I had a good customer email to me about when I make the comment about ladies can wear men's watches, and how she said that in the early days of Hollywood, Marlene Dietrich, of course, Katharine Hepburn, and Lauren Bacall all wore men's watches. And I was, of course, shocked to learn that because I'm a big time, I collect old movies, and Katharine Hepburn is one of my all-time favorites, and I should have known that being in the watch business. But it's so true. Women do wear men's watches, and it's just really, really striking, and especially if you like to at a glance. I mean, this is a really at a glance. Now, the one that you're holding on your hand is really the look that started it all, with this, with the white or silver tone dial with the rainbow numerals. And then from that, of course, we've made different executions. But this is the look right here, and that's a great shot of the guilloche on the dial, as you can see when you were in there tight. But again, this is the look that started it all. There used to be, a couple years ago when we first made this model, the original, there was a major billboard on Madison Avenue, with this look on it from a very high-end Swiss company that their watches started at $20,000 for this piece. But there it is.
Well, if you've noticed on our screen, right near that Stuhrling Originals box, you'll see something that says Customer Choice. This is one of our Customer Choice timepieces, and if you want to learn more about Stuhrling, you want to see a larger selection than what we can possibly bring out this hour, go to our website, go to ShopNBC.com, and you will read Customer Choice reviews like this. Now, this comes from, who does this come from?
Chucky.
It comes from Chucky from Springdale, Arizona. What a jewel. This is referring to the timepiece we're offering you right now. This is my very first Stuhrling Original watch and will not be my last. This watch, Uptown Ozzy, is a jewel in the watch collector collection. The most impressive detail is the jewel tone numbers, the dial workmanship, and the beautiful French leather strap. Don't be fooled by the low price point. This watch feels very expensive, and it does. The solid nature of this stainless steel case is magnificent. The detail, the depth of detail, the quality of the strap. And by the way, if you'd like to add your 2 cents, you can go online to shopnbc.com and add your comments, and maybe one of your comments will become our Customer Choice on air.
This is the kind of piece that everybody out there that's watching the show right now needs to get in and get yourself one, if only one, for $17 to bring it home with the shipping and handling. $20, you can bring it home and try it out and pass it around. You'll be sorry you didn't get more, but I'm telling you now, you have to get one of these and you'll love it. It becomes an everyday piece.
And this is not permanent pricing. We need to make you aware of that. This is really a celebration hour. It's Stuhrling Celebration here at ShopNBC. And with that, we're giving you pricing opportunities. so you can kind of party with us and have a little bit of fun. We are also extending value pays that we typically do not do outside of anniversary celebrations. So take advantage. You know what I love about this? If you have 5 people that you really want to treat, we can ship you 5 of these timepieces tomorrow, and your payment for 5 of them is $88. So you can really stock up.
You know, one of the hidden treasures in this watch is the case design. Yes, it's a rectangular shaped case, but it's also, you can see a triple step design on the bezel, and your fingernail is pointing it out perfectly, that nice French tip there. But anyway, it's a triple step design, and it gives it just a touch of elegance, a touch of class. And, you know, it's kind of a hidden jewel about this timepiece. We have another case with another watch where the case is similar without any of the step design, and it's a mechanical watch. But I love that about the Uptown series, is that the triple step design.
And these are all running neck and neck. So whether you choose the black or the blue or the silver tone, and we're speaking really to the dials in this case. We're speaking to the silver tone dial, the black dial, or the blue dial. They are all kind of selling out side by side. We don't have a lot of these in inventory for our anniversary event. And if you want this piece, I'm going to ask you at this point, because we do have a wait in the phone room, to either go online to ShopNBC.com, or if you've shopped with us before, you have a customer number. You don't need it to use automated ordering, so because we have you in our system, but call our touch-tone phone automated ordering system and reserve yours first. The one thing I do have to mention that I love about our website, in addition to reading all of our customer reviews, you can also really dive into these timepieces. So if you really want to dive in and check out these dials, you can do so quite easily on our website. See the great selection that we're making there, and actually then place your order. Very efficient, very effective way to shop, especially for those of you who don't like waiting in line, because there's never a wait online at ShopNBC.com.
Do we have any more time on this piece?
We do.
Can I'd like to try on the rainbow numerals on the silver tone dial.
The silver tone dial
This one. Okay, great.
That's handsome.
Yeah, no, because
I don't know which one is my favorite.
Well, they're all fabulous. I actually own the blue one, but but this one, check this out. I mean, and again, it may look like, oh gosh, you know, I don't know, but I'm telling you now, okay, if you buy this piece and you wear this piece, people will think, people especially who know timepieces and know watches, they're going to think you have a $10,000 or $20,000 watch on your wrist, believe it or not. Because some of you out there may know the brand I'm talking about. We're not allowed to say, but we've put our own spin on this. We've got the spade-style hands, as you can see, 3-hand. And by the way, we haven't really even mentioned it. The movement in this piece, just for your own knowledge, is a Swiss quartz movement. You're getting a really nice freehand with a date aperture down there at 6 o'clock. You're getting a Swiss engine in this timepiece. So no corners were cut at all. Do not be fooled by the price.
Think about all the gentlemen and all the women, too, that you love and really want to gift something magnificent to. Maybe this is for Dad on Dad's Day. Maybe this is for the graduate. Graduation gifts. The #1 graduation gift that you can give is a timepiece. Why? Because they commemorate significant events. So whether that significant event is a wedding or, I don't know, a birthday celebration or Father's Day or graduation, if you love this timepiece and if you have someone in mind, get it now while it's at its lowest price ever. Get it now while you have 5 months to pay it off interest-free.
And, you know, I just thought of something. You know, as you may know, Kendy, before I got into the watch business almost 5 years ago, I was in the jewelry business for many years. And I'm looking at this blue, and we're talking to maybe a lot of women out there. That periwinkle blue with a little bit of purple in there, that purplish blue, what is that? Would that go great with tanzanite jewelry or not?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you have any tanzanite rings, earrings, necklaces, whatever, that periwinkle blue is a purplish blue. It'll go perfect with tanzanite. It really will.
Either way you go, I think you're going to be beyond pleased. And by the way, I just want to point out, I know I've been wearing other beautiful jewelry. Melissa Miner is waiting in the wings with Gemstone Gallery. So if you're wondering about the ring, wondering about the bracelet, wondering about the necklace, wondering about, Melissa's going to take you on a tour of all of those beautiful pieces next hour. This piece is elegant. It's sophisticated. I think on a woman's wrist, it's absolutely a wow. And if you're looking to make an impression, to me, this is an impact piece on a woman's wrist. To me, this says confidence. To me, this says style. To me, this says wow. I also say thank you for the date window, because I never know what the date is. I love the fact that you've incorporated a date window on this. Do you ever know what the date is?
Well,
you probably have one with the date window on, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely, because, you know, typically in men's watches, they almost always have a date. Many women's watches, of course, do not.
You're
now,
right.
this is designed for men, and women can wear it, but most men's watches do have dates, and we do try to include date windows, date apertures for most of the women pieces that we manufacture as well.
Now, are you here tomorrow as well? Is this today your only visit?
Yes, we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
And we have a show tonight with Wes and Pamela, and looking very forward to that.
Well, good. Well, I need to let you know that the anniversary pricing is good for the anniversary shows today and tomorrow. Do not anticipate after that seeing prices like this and value opportunities like this in terms of the value pays. If you'd like your Uptown Aussie, again, across the board, these are selling out evenly, so I wish I could tell you which is more popular, but they're loving them all. The 90304 is the item number. Enjoy that piece, enjoy wearing it, and enjoy gifting it. We're going to give you some updates. We're going to give you some little teases as to what's coming up a little bit later in the hour. If you're looking for something genuinely original, this is a Raven XP sports watch. It is anniversary price. We're going to get to this a little bit later in the hour, and we're making it available on 4 easy monthly interest-free value payments. And it is by far, actually, it is the most limited timepiece in the hour. Wow, we don't have a lot of these. Oh, and by the way, I did mention Gemstone Gallery. It is coming up now about 35 minutes from now with Miss Melissa Miner, and Gemstone Gallery is also celebrating its first anniversary. And with that, special value pay offers, surprises in select hours, and anniversary pricing on select items within that hour. So back-to-back anniversary celebrations today. It's kind of fun.
Definitely fun. Anytime you can have any excuse for an event, for a party, for a price reduction, for a celebration, I'm there.
We do it.
I'm there.
Well, we're going to introduce our next timepiece. I just like saying this one. This is the Gents Milano Piazza. Now, why they didn't build us like an Italian set with a cappuccino in front of us, I don't know, but maybe next time. Anyway, the Gents Milano Piazza chronograph V90862 is brand new today. It is available at an anniversary price of $130.16 and 3 easy monthly interest-free value payments of $43 and change. It is available in your choice of black, blue, or brown. And boy, does this have style.
Well, very much so. As you know, Kendy, Milan, Italy, of course, is the center of the fashion world, as we all know. And, you know, this is so aptly named because in my days in the jewelry business, nobody does the finishing on their jewelry like the Italians. Nobody. And what they do so fantastic is they'll take a functionality in the whatever it is they're designing, and they'll actually incorporate it into the design. They make it the functionality a design element, and that's what we have here. Even though it's an Italian-inspired design, but if I get a chance to actually, I don't know, you want to go through the executions?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, guys. Take a look at this. Okay, this is what we call, I'm going to show this side of it. This is what we call a sandwich-style case. Now, I'm going to show you the side without the pushers because it's easier to see. But a sandwich-style case is where you have 3 pieces. You have a case on the back of the case, and then on the top, and then in the middle is the body. So it's 3 pieces, and it's held together with these studs, as you can see, these pillar posts. But rather than just have something that's functional, it's actually part of the design element, as you can see, okay? Very Italian-like. The design on the dial of the watch, okay? Very Italian-influenced design as well. Now, Milano Piazza, as you know, you mentioned sitting there on the square and having your cappuccino kind of thing. There's a big square in Milano, and it's called the Piazza, and it's fabulous. And, you know, this is a kind of a big square. Now, it's actually a cushion shape, as you can see. It's a squared to no, but a cushion shape. So we have another version of this watch, which is a round case, which is our Milano chronograph. This is the Piazza because it's a big square, okay? Now, the important thing about this is it is a chronograph watch, and it has a Swiss quartz chronograph movement. So I'm going to demonstrate this.
Please.
Sure. First of all, let me add we're going to reset it back to 0. Look at the smooth sweep. That's a Swiss quartz engine. But I'm going to push the pusher, and now I'm going to activate the chronograph, which means it's like a stopwatch, okay? So here's your stop center second hand going around. It's counting the time, and it's almost up to 10 seconds. And I'll stop it right about there at about 11 seconds. And now on the reset, watch the reset, how smooth this is, if I can get it to go there. I don't know what's going on here.
Being stubborn with you today. I do want to let you know once again that this particular timepiece is extremely limited. We do not have a lot remaining.
That wasn't good.
The black, we were just showing you the black. Larry was just showing you the black. We also have the dynamic blue that you're looking at. I'm wearing the brown.
What is going on here?
I think the brown is just ultra ultra sophisticated. The strap is rubber. So for those of you who are super, super active, oh, by the way, the luminosity on the hands, the luminescence is wonderful as well. But keep in mind that you have a piece here that's virtually indestructible. You've got that Cristerna dial, which is virtually shatterproof and scratch resistant. You've got a piece that is 330 feet water resistant, stainless steel, which is anti-corrosive, and with that rubber strap, I mean, this is for the guy that's really on the go, isn't it?
Well, it's also very, very much so, and it's very large. I mean, what's in today so much of these large timepieces, this is a large one, guys. And also, it does have a screw-down crown, by the way.
Oh, good.
So you do have 100 meters of water resistance. You might not expect it, but that's what you do have here, and that does go to the make of the watch. And again, this may not be necessarily, you know, for guys my age, but a lot of guys in their 20s and 30s, they like these really big watches. This is a 49-millimeter diameter case.
I could see you wearing this.
Yeah? Thank you. Thank you.
Why not? See, I think this is really a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And what I like about it is no matter where your day takes you, not only does it look fantastic and hip and very now, but it's going to perform for you. I mean, when you talk about Swiss quartz movement, when you talk about stainless steel, when you talk about a rubber strap, when you talk about a Cristerna dial, I don't care if it's down to the lake, out in the garden, you know, you get thrown in the pool. I don't care where your day takes you. It's a piece that's going to perform, and at the same time, it's going to look really fantastic. I think it has a tremendous amount of style. This is a piece that my husband would love, because my husband's a guy that really, he likes fashion. He does, and this is got a fashion edge to it.
This is very much so, absolutely, Kendy. And this blue execution is somewhat very unique and different for us. We don't do a lot of like blue PVD. That's the coating on the case with the blue PVD on the crown and the blue rubber strap. So you know, it is a little bit fun too with the blue PVD. And I mean, this is a pretty spectacular execution. Look at that electric blue.
It is. It's a gorgeous piece. You know, who's the son that's graduating? He'd love this. I think this is perfect for the high school grad, the college grad, right in that gift price point area. And whenever we can offer you 3 easy monthly interest-free value payments, certainly indulge, certainly take advantage of it. This is brand spanking new here to ShopNBC. Is it new to Stuhrling altogether, this particular design?
It really is. This piece is less than 6 months old. We came out with it 4 or 5 months ago. So this is a brand new piece pretty much.
Wonderful.
And also the one that Kendy is wearing too, that is the brown PVD. I think it's ordered as brown, but if you look closely at the color, the brown PVD, which stands for physical vapor deposition, that's the layering process that we use, is actually creates a bronze tone. If you take a look at the metal on the case, it looks like it's bronze.
I love it.
Yeah, and the brown PVD is something we've been doing now for about 6 months now on many of our new models, and it's just always one of the most popular sellers that we have is the bronze tone.
Wonderful. Well, if you would like the Gents Milano Piazza, V90862 is the item number. You'll be one of the first to wear it. It's a handsome piece. It's a fun piece. It's a colorful piece. And boy, it will perform. Do you want to talk a little bit about your warranty that you offer?
Absolutely. 2-year, we call it our 2-year international warranty. Our service center is in New York. Should anything go wrong with your timepiece, you'll send it in, and we stand behind it like we always do.
Good. Wonderful. Well, if you'd like this piece, V90862 is the item number. Strap yourself in and get ready for the ride of a lifetime. We have a this visit only, which means you can really be expecting some great incentives to shop for our next timepiece. It is Stuhrling Originals Cuvette. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Cuvette.
44 automatic. And today, we are making available the lowest price, but that's not all. In addition to a this visit only pricing opportunity at $113.47 on a $400 timepiece, we are doing what seems to be the impossible. How often have you seen us ever offer any timepiece on 6 value pays? Today, 6 easy monthly interest-free payments. Let me do the math for you. That's a half a year. March, April, May, June, July, and August. You will be wearing it. He will be wearing it as you pay it off interest-free at $18.91 a month. This value is extended to you for our big anniversary celebration. And we have 4 different choices for you that we want to go through. One of which is, of course, the black with the silver tone. That is the stainless steel. The other is the gray with the silver tone, which is the stainless steel. The silver tone gold and the silver tone rose tone. And we do have all of them available at this time. What is the Cuvette?
Well, First of all, the Cuvette 44, we had another original version, the Cuvette, which was a 40mm case.
Gotcha.
This one's a little bit upgraded to be a little bit more current. This is a 44, which, you know, 44 is 45. This is what a lot of guys want now, a little bit larger size. But Cuvette is a... basically, the name comes from the shape of the case. It looks like a bowl, okay? It looks like a stadium. There's a lot of buzz now about this particular timepiece on some of these watch chat forums the last 24, 36 hours about we were having this piece at this price here on ShopNBC. And this is the initial airing right here, right now with Kendy on this show. This is an absolute... just an incredible bargain, the biggest bargain we have in the entire rotation, the entire lineup as far as I am concerned. This one, at this price, $113, is absolutely mind-blowing to me, and I'll tell you why. And then, of course, you have the value pays on top of it, but the reason why, it's not just, you know, a mechanical automatic where you have, you know, small seconds down there at 6 o'clock and a date aperture at 3, but it is the slimmest mechanical automatic that we have ever made. It's 9.5mm from case back to case front, okay? Nice. Now, again, when you have a slim watch with a quartz with a battery, that's a different scenario. But remember, there's no battery in this watch, folks, okay? You have a rotor. You have, you know, you have all the parts that it takes to put together this piece to make it run with near perfect time, and to be at 10mm or under as far as the thinness of the watch is amazing. And because of the shape of the case, and that's what this watch is all about. It's the case of the shape. It's like a stadium-style case. It's only 30mm wide in diameter at the part, like the case back against your wrist, but it's a full 44 at the bezel. So it goes down like the crown of a diamond. Yep. There you go. Very nicely done. You've been practicing. So it actually kind of pulls, she's a trained professional, absolutely, but it kind of like pulls it down into your wrist, and it sets very, I'm going to show it on my wrist, and you'll see how it slips under my cuffs and everything. But guys, this is a classy piece. This is from our classic collection, the Cuvette series. All the executions are phenomenal. It's hard to pick one. The one at the top with the rose gold, with the blued hands, homage to Abraham Louis Breguet with the blued hands is phenomenal. Anytime we do a gray dial, that's always a big seller. The gray dial piece in this is phenomenal. Now the black, what appears to be black, and I know that's what they're calling it here, black silver tone. If you take a really close look, it's really more of a charcoal, Kendy. Yeah. It's not a real, you know, dark, deep black, jet black. It's kind of a charcoal. And then, of course, maybe the richest looking of the bunch might be the yellow gold, and that's 23-karat yellow gold. Now, you talk about a boardroom piece. You talk about something, you know, wear it with a $300 suit, and it'll make it look like a $3,000 suit.
I agree.
And then look at the straps on this. Genuine French leather padded strap. They're absolutely gorgeous straps on this. Look at the difference in the browns, the rich brown straps. All the executions. You have the cognac over here. You have the mahogany brown on the gray dial as well. And
so here's your black and your gray, just so you can see the difference between the two. It is a very subtle, almost a charcoal gray black. So here's your black. Here's your gray. You do have the brown straps in the variety of colors. If you choose the more silver tone dial with a rose tone, you are getting a black strap and back to the brown again in the gold tone. So, and if you're kind of confused by what strap you're getting with which, you can view these online at shopnbc.com and really take a close-up tour of these timepieces. Though this is a low profile, this is a piece that you pick up, you feel the integrity instantly, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Again, that goes to the fact that it's blank from solid steel. It's one of our finer calibers of movements here.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
With this small seconds. I mean, guys, you talk about a graduation gift, you talk about gift items, you know, for dad, for your son, for your brother, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever it happens to be. Ladies, this is the kind of watch you want to see your man wearing, okay? It's so classy.
Yeah, and no one would guess for a second that you spent anywhere near as low as $113.47 for this piece. You know what I'm thinking? If you have a lot of people, a lot of young men you need to shop for. You need to shop for Dad on Dad's Day, you need to shop for the graduations, you need to shop for groomsmen's gifts. Do you realize that with 6 value pays, we can ship you 6 watches tomorrow for a payment of $113 at month's end? I mean, it really is remarkable. Now, this is another one of our customer choice items. And if you'd like to learn more about this timepiece, then from Larry and myself, because we're clearly here to sell you watches, don't take our word for it. Go to our website and read all of the great customer testimonials. This is just one of them on this particular timepiece. The white face watch with the gold tone numerals, texture dial, easy to wind movement, nice strap, and low price point. It is just a plain steal in my book.
And when he was talking about a low price point, I think it was at, you know, $161.
It was a higher price.
Yeah, it was a much higher price. This is unbelievable that you literally can bring the Cuvette 44 home for under $20, a payment on a credit. That is mind-blowing to me. Do not miss this. Everybody out there needs to jump on this one. And if you don't like it, then by all means send it back. But don't miss it no matter what you do, really. Listen to what I'm saying here. And like I said, there was a lot of buzz on good old watchgeeks.net,
you know. Interesting.
Wow. You know, which is our friend Jim Skelton's website. But anyway, a lot of people were talking about the Cuvette 44. So don't miss it. And I don't know if they're watching at this hour of the day. Maybe they're going to tune in tonight and see it with Wes and Pamela. But you're seeing it first, right here, right now, with Kendy. So
it is. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. And I don't care where he is at in his life. I don't care what his taste, what his style. I don't care how much money he typically spends on timepieces. I believe he will be impressed by this. So whether it's a college grad or a connoisseur of timepieces, I think this is a piece he'll be impressed by. I think it's a piece he'll be thrilled and proud to wear. I think it's impressive. I think it's stunningly beautiful. And if you're looking for something very classic in design, but really at a little bit more of a higher end look, and you know what, I love the rose tone, and I think the gold tone the most.
Like I was saying at the very beginning of this presentation, Kendy, it's hard to pick the best execution. They're all incredible. Usually I have a clear-cut favorite, or maybe one or two, but they're all individually in their own right fantastic. And, you know, I do believe a lady could wear this in the business world, but here's my point, ladies, if you're out there watching, if you're not sure if it's good for you, grab it anyway for $20, and then if you don't think you can carry it off or if it's right for you, I know you have somebody in your life that would just freak out to get this as a gift, because this really does play like a watch that sells for thousands of dollars. It really does.
It's a magnificent piece. I love the low profile on this. It's a challenge, I believe, these days for gentlemen to find a significant size case that has a low profile. And that creates an issue when you've got it on with your corporate suit and your great shirt, because a lot of those, it's just not comfortable to wear them if your shirt is jamming into that big, thick, heavy case all day long.
Everything about this timepiece just reeks of class, and I mean that sincerely, because yes, the case is beautiful, but even look at the individually applied Arabic numerals. They're italicized. Look at the elongated Dauphine-style hands. The fact that you have a small second subdial. Yeah, you know, we see so many watches now with classic three-hand movements where you have, you know, all three hands coming off of the same axis. But when you have a second hand, an offset second hand subdial, it adds a touch of distinction, a touch of sophistication. And, you know, it was Leonardo da Vinci who once said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and that fits this watch better than anything else I can say about it. It's just magnificently simple and sophisticated, and of course the guilloche dial work, what we're famous for, it's all there for you. Slim mechanical automatic, no battery in this watch, one of our finer calibers of movements. A 22 millimeter wide, just another touch here, not a standard 20 millimeter strap. You have a 22 millimeter wide, genuine French leather strap on this piece with the glossy coat finish on it. It's just tremendous, and I know everybody out there is going to just love it, and that's why it's a customer's choice. You know, you go on ShopNBC's website, we sold it at a much higher price than this, and we got rave reviews on it.
You know, and for some people who are watching for the first time, they're not watch geeks, they're not watch connoisseurs. For those people who have never owned an automatic before, what does that mean to me as a first-time purchaser of an automatic? How do I care for the piece? How do I wear the piece?
Well, you know, you can wind it by the crown, give it a good 30 or 40 winds. You're actually paying homage to an art and tradition that literally goes back centuries, the way watches used to be made in the old days before batteries were put into watches. It's not about, somebody once said, you know, once you spend more than $10 on a watch, or even you want to bump it up to $50, it's not about telling time anymore. It's about a commitment to your own sense of personal style. And you're paying homage to just a lost art, really. And as far as caring for it, there's really not too much to know. I mean, you wind it, you wear it as you move, as you go about your daily duties, driving, whatever, it's going to keep the watch wound. And when you take it off at night and set it down, if you don't wear it for a week or two and you pick it up and it stops, there's no problem. You just pull out the crown, set the thing, wind it up, put it on your wrist, and off you go. It literally takes less than, you know, 20 seconds at the most, you know, so it's really nothing to it.
And for those of you who want one of the finest value opportunities that we are offering you during this big anniversary event, look at the overall price, look at the 6 value pays, and I'm going to say get a couple home, because You're not going to have this opportunity again after this visit. It's the lowest price.
If you can't afford all four, then try to pick two. But, you know, I'm serious about this. For $20, this is a mind-blowing deal. It really is.
And for those of you who may have missed the very beginning of the hour, we introduced a beautiful ladies' timepiece called the Daphne. It is available in an extraordinary mother-of-pearl dial. You have a choice of either the pink, which is the rose tone, or the gold tone, or the white bright stainless steel at an anniversary price that is exceptional, 4 easy monthly interest-free value payments, and reduced shipping. That is V907H2. We also have a really terrific customer choice item. It's also our spotlight value today. Anniversary priced at $88.42. We also have 5 easy monthly interest-free value payments and your choice of either the black dial, the blue dial, or the white dial, and on 5 value pays. We are going to share with you a pretty quick offering on our next item. It is the Raven XP Sports Watch, and we do have the most limited quantity available in this timepiece this hour. We have available the green, the orange, or the silver tone. Where are we seeing these colors
Well,
here?
the green is the one in the middle.
In the middle, okay.
They're calling it green. It's a luminous dial is what it is.
Okay.
If you charge it with light, the sun picks it up. The whole dial illuminates at night.
Okay. The orange is the one with the orange accents to the right of your screen, right? And then, of course, you've got your silver tone accent.
I understand we have a caller coming.
Okay. For some reason, we're hearing Adam telling us to not talk. I don't know why we're hearing Adam telling us to not talk, but I think we're getting an override for some reason. I'm sorry that we stopped talking, but we're being told to stop talking by one of our senior directors. So I think we're getting some ear activity that we're not supposed to be getting. At any rate, anniversary priced of $100.12. We have 4 easy monthly interest-free value payments available for you today. The Raven, this is a great look.
Well, this is actually one of the hottest looks in the entire watch industry. Many manufacturers are doing something very similar to this, and we threw our hat in the ring with the Raven. And what it is, you know, that square look with the bolts or the lugs in the corners kind of a thing. This is our version of it, and it's a Swiss quartz movement, so you have a nice engine on this piece. But what we've done a little different on this piece is we actually put a nylon twill strap on this with a Velcro fastener, so it's kind of a casual watch. This is something that you throw on, you slap on, you go to the park, you can go to the beach, you can go do your shopping, you can go do jogging. Ladies can wear this piece, men can wear this piece. It's a sport watch, 100%, but it's a very hot look in the watch industry. Many of you might recognize the look, and Kendy is showing you now the one with the luminous dial. If you're in, yes. Thank you. But my point is this, guys. If you want that dial that lights up and it glows, this is the green X. She's calling it green. It's kind of a minty green, you might say. And
it's clearly luminescent. I mean, when you see the material in person, I love the strap on this. Now, is that what you would refer to as legato or not? Kind of, sort of, not really?
Yeah, I suppose so. It's got the, you know, the cuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cuff.
It's a strap on a strap, just to make it more comfortable.
Right, you could actually remove that if it bothers you, but it actually makes it more comfortable. But one thing that's really going to the make of the watch here, and this price defies total logic on this piece. This watch is so well made. It's got a Cristerna crystal, but if we can get a shot of this, you'll notice how the top of the case is flat, okay? But the case back is actually curved. So it's curved against your wrist, okay? And again, that's much more expensive to do. Remember, this is not a cast case where you make a mold and pour. This is actually blanked from solid steel. It has to be cut, polished, cut again, polished, cut again. It goes through about 30 steps in the process, and to get it at this price point is amazing. But again, it's one of the hottest looks in the industry. Now, again, the strap is not something we do a lot of, but it's great because you just can slap it on, and it's a Velcro strap, and you just, this is a great casual watch. Now, I love orange and black. Orange is one of my favorite colors. I love the combination orange and black. This is a black PVD case. We got orange accents on it. And again, this is like, it's great. Go to the beach, go to the park, whatever. Go to do your errands kind of a thing. And ladies love it too. You can go jogging, and for $25 to bring home really one of the hottest looks in the entire watch industry, this is just spectacular. Do not miss this, guys, really.
So you have your piece with the green luminescent dial, the silver, or which is like little mirrors, or the one that Larry's been wearing and that has the orange accents. Either way you go, we've got not introductory, anniversary price and 5 value pays. Now, we're moving on next to our Stuhrling Original Phoenix, and this is one that we've kind of saved the best for last here.
This is a serious timepiece.
Yeah, this is the lowest price we have ever offered this at. It is V90358, and it is also going to be offered during this visit only on 5 easy monthly interest-free value payments. And we do still have all 3, the black, the rose tone, or the silver tone bezel on this.
Yeah, now we're stepping into another league, guys. This is a very, very serious timepiece. And ladies out there, this is very similar to the cuvette case, by the way. It's that stadium-like case, 44 millimeter in diameter. It's not the same case. You'll see the pushers, the channels for the pushers on the side. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But it has a 30 millimeter case back with a 44 millimeter wide bezel. And that's what makes this one so unique. But also, we're talking about a very, very serious make on this timepiece. The movement is the Ronda StarTech 5040D Swiss quartz chronograph movement with 6 jewels. Okay, you typically don't find jewels in quartz movements. So it has a 1/10 of a second indication down there at the 6 o'clock position. But if you take a real close look at all the details on the dial, this is actually a 5-piece dial. We have what we refer to as a chrono system faceplate from 6 o'clock over to 9 o'clock. And I'm being told we have a caller on the phone, Kendy.
We do. If you would like this timepiece, stay on the phone lines. But in the meantime, we're going to go to the phone lines and say hi to Bruce today. Bruce, how are you this afternoon?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I just got back from the doctor, and I turned on the TV and a watch I've been watching for some time, the Uptown Aussie. I just looked at that dial and that deal, and I could not resist it. And by the way, hi, Larry, the legend, the man himself. It's so good to see you and hear it from you.
Thanks, Bruce. How are you?
Well, I'm doing really fine. The main reason I wanted to get this one is because if the dial is anything close to the operetta symphony that I just received, I'm going to be so excited and bowled over by that one, too. I happen to be a watch geek, and I did a post recently, I'm sure you know, and I wanted to let the folks know about the automatic that I had in my symphony operetta. In the last 6 days, it's gained 4 seconds. That's how accurate it is. So I wanted to pass that on.
I mean, 4 seconds in 4 days, did you say?
6 days.
That's unbelievable. I hope that all of our watches can perform that well, because that's even a higher standard than a COSC-certified chronometer, Bruce, but you know that. So,
yes.
Listen, that's just phenomenal to hear. And now that you mention it, I do recall your post very well. So you just refreshed my memory on that.
So this is the second one, and trust me, it will not be the last. I can hardly wait. I like to wear one on each wrist so that I can be a complete Stuhrling original as I go out amongst the crowds.
Well, it's so nice to hear. Thank you very much for the nice words, Bruce, really.
I can't say enough. I'm telling you, I'm bowled away by my symphony operetta. I cannot wait to see this Uptown Aussie.
Wonderful. Well, we'll ship it right out to you, and thank you so much for your call today, Bruce.
You're entirely welcome. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Bye-bye now. You know, it's not hard to understand why people come back and buy more and more and more. The styles are beautiful, the quality is amazing, and the pricing opportunities that we are offering, particularly now during our big anniversary event, keep in mind what you're looking at, what you're going to be purchasing, what you're potentially going to be gifting is, in fact, a $525 timepiece.
Well, at minimum, at least. Let me say this, guys. You know, I don't know how much time they're going to let us have on this watch. We're getting toward the end of the show here, but trust me when I tell you, we're stepping up into another league here with the Phoenix chronograph watch. There's so much about it. Take a look at the strap. It's a rubber strap. It's 30 millimeters wide at the case, and then it tapers down to, I believe, 24 at the buckle. But my point is, there are no lugs on this watch. It's invisibly set. It seamlessly goes into the watch, and it's set with invisible pins, as you can see right there. So you're saying, where are the lugs on this watch? How do they do it? That was a nice shot of the case back.
Seamless, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And if you see the artwork we have on the back, always look at your case backs. That's a good indication of quality as well. This one is a screwed-in case back, so you have 50 meters of water resistance. But in order to achieve that water resistance, you have to be watertight at the pushers. Take a look at how the pushers. Now, the black execution might be a little difficult to show. The pushers, but not only the channel assembly, but they're channels that jut out from the case, and inside those channels you have sleeves that insulate the pushers. It's just amazing, the engineering in this piece. You have a domed crystal which actually matches the arc and the slope of the bezel. You see how the bezel is beveled as well? And with the dome crystal, it is phenomenal. You have the notched indices going around the outer portion of the bezel. This is really just an amazing timepiece and an amazing value, amazing price. Guys are going to love this piece. Ladies, if you have a guy in your life, this is a great, great sport watch. I mean, it's 44 millimeters with a great movement. This is one of our best, the Phoenix.
The black is really sharp. The black I'm referring to, of course, the case, the bezel around it. It features magnificent orange markers. It's a really dynamic piece. I think you could easily get 2 of these and you wouldn't even know it was the same timepiece. I think the black looks so much more sporty, and then if you go with the white stainless or the rose tone, it looks completely different.
Right. Now, if you get the silver tone, that's the one I'm showing you here. That's got the stainless steel bezel, and it also has the red pusher over here, as you can see. But I'm going to show you a Swiss quartz chronograph movement that's world class. I'm going to activate the chrono. Now, you see the big stop center second hand is beginning to go up at the top, but down there at 6 o'clock, that is your 1/10 of a second indication for your chronograph, guys. Okay? This is the Ronda StarTech 5040D with 6 jewels. It is a world-class quartz chronograph movement. The movement alone is a tremendous value. To buy these movements, the StarTech 5040D, it's an 18-month waiting list right now, okay? And you must pay in advance, okay? And from Ronda. This is a world-class, and then you know, once it gets past 30 seconds, okay, you notice, that's why I let it run. Because once it gets past 30 seconds, the 1/10 of a second indicator stops, but it's still tracking 1/10 of a second, and it actually becomes a 10-hour counter. It's actually now in a 10-hour counter. But watch what happens. When I reset it, I stop it. Now you see how the 1/10 of a second actually kicked over all the way up to 8? We just timed roughly 47.8 of a second, and then the reset is down here at the bottom. So you're getting, like I said, this is a world-class, if I can push it, there we go, and it resets back to 0. But you're getting a world-class timepiece, guys, and here it is on the wrist. The silver tone is the one with the red pusher. Ladies, don't let your guy miss this piece. This is just a great anniversary special right here.
It's a very, very wearable size, too, I have to say. For the men that don't like those big 50-millimeter cases, this is about 44 millimeters. It's extremely wearable. And for today, and I'm going to assume if there are any left for tomorrow, we are going to continue honoring for this big anniversary celebration our anniversary price, which is our lowest price by far ever, as well as 5 easy monthly interest-free value payments. Larry's going to be back later this evening with the McCoy family. What time is that show, Larry?
It's going to be 8 to 10 Eastern.
8 p.m. tonight Eastern for 2 full hours, and then you're back tomorrow as well for a couple shows?
Yes.
Okay. So do take advantage of all this. This is what I would do if I were you. I wouldn't wait. I would go online to ShopNBC.com and get the scoop. All you need to do is go to our website, type in Stuhrling, and shop until you drop. Now, here is the one that Bruce was talking about. This is his brand new Aussie in the black dial, the blue dial, or that silver tone dial. Anniversary price at the lowest price. And those 5 value pays,
you know, with all these value pays, you could probably pick up every watch in the show for like 150, 200 bucks.
Everything on the table.
Everything is a must.
Yeah, everything's a must. Here is, I can just tell by the tone in his voice, Larry's pick of the hour. It's the Cuvette 44 automatic. It is this visit only price at the lowest price at $113.47, and the best darn value pays around 6 months to pay this off interest free. Once again, all the gorgeous jewelry that I've been wearing all afternoon long, Melissa will now be presenting in her gemstone gallery. And Melissa, you're also celebrating an anniversary today.
I know, Gemstone Gallery. I'm so excited, everybody. The 1-year anniversary of the Gemstone Gallery. We have 2 hours of beautiful gemstones, diamonds, chocolate diamonds, you name it, coming up. And then we have Elizabeth Grant, the Our Top Value at 5 p.m. Central. Stay tuned, don't go away.